Good morning, guys and gals, and welcome to the Monday. God, what is the date today? Today's the ninth episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. I have been, pardon the terms, but I have been busier than a one legged man in a butt kicking contest. Being my only day off, my body is so used to getting up early in the morning that, and here I am crooked again. I have got to figure this thing out. It is irritating the bejeebers out of me. At least 1 minute of video. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's try it. Let's just go on and do a little ticket right here in the center of the screen. It's better than nothing at all. Oh, let me see here. Good morning, Sands. Good morning, Jan. Good morning, Tony. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, I was reading that when I was trying to get everything set up, Sands, is that you only got a few hours of sleep. It's 7:02 where you're at. Yep, cuz it's what, 8:02, 8:03 now. Yeah, definitely, Jan. Long time no see. I yeah. Yeah, I was starting to say you guys are in that same center USA zone, and Jan's over in, southwestern Ohio, so she's on the same time as I am. Uh, just think here in the next few weeks, we'll be 2 hours ahead of you guys because we will fall back. We'll fall back another hour with this bullshit time change that we have here. Um, Early watch is supposed to be on today at 10. Yeah, I think I got a notification or I seen a, you know, ad for the video um, this morning, I think. It was either this morning or yesterday I seen, the date that you were going to come up and do it. Um, yeah, I won't be. I'm trying to, like, juggle my time now that I only have the um, 1 day off a week now. I'm trying to get as many videos done and uploaded ahead of time. That way, if something happens, if we decide to open on a Monday or start opening on a Monday, then I am freed up. That thing is still not even. It's starting to irk my pigeons. And ain't nothing in this world worse than a irked pigeon. That's a little bit more even. No, it's not. Yes, son of a. Let's try turning the pedestal itself. Thank you, Adrian. TJFN, good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. I got 136 views on that sponsorship video. It stinks. I'm gonna miss this video because of work. Well, the nice thing about this platform is whatever you miss live, you can go right back a few hours later or a week later or even a year later, and you can watch it. So don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Jan. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. How about that? It worked. In case you guys didn't know, uh, that post I made here a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, about my computer taking a big healthy poopy caca and dying, um, got the attention of Jared King TV. And he had in his possession an old laptop that he had used when his old phone um, took a flying leap. And out of the kindness and love in his heart, he sent me his old laptop. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Donnie Laws, I'm looking at Spooky Appalachia stickers on this thing, and it's actually, besides the fact of it being tiny and I can't hook it up to the big monitor. Um, a lot of times I'm doing this, but hey, it works, and beggars can't be choosers. Good morning, Justin. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Just in case, they're not watching as they're driving down the road, um, Mark, Sharpshooter Mark, and his wife Jess are traveling down Route 66 right now, heading to Colorado for, I believe, her sister's wedding. They were over here for a couple hours yesterday hanging out. Um, Mark had to pick up a couple things that my wife had gotten for him. But Mark, Jess, if you are listening, or even if you watch this later on, much love. Be safe. Watch the other guy. I have rode with. I have rode many investigations, to many reenactments with Mark. I trust his driving. It's that other idiot out on the road that don't watch that I don't trust. So definitely, guys, be safe. Enjoy yourselves. It's a mini vacation that you guys deserve. And just be safe. Just be safe, and I'll see you when you get back, and we can get back into those investigations. Cooler temperatures outside, much easier to tolerate being out for long periods. Um, 66 is about 20 miles from my house. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know if you guys been keeping on top of watching like the national weather. Um, Even though technically fall is not on us yet, here in Southwest Michigan, fall has kind of sort of already started rearing its ugly head. This is the first morning in like 4 days that I have woke up in the 50s. Normally when I walk to work, in the morning, these last few days, it has been 45 degrees, 42 degrees, 40, yeah, 40. I think yesterday was 41 degrees. Um, been pretty chilly around here. Leaves have already started to show the of changing. Um, Mark will make it Vanderado Farms on 21st, 22nd for the reenactment. I don't know if he's coming or not, Justin. I know that the the first weekend of October, which is the 2 days right before my birthday, is Mooresville, and then the next weekend is the fall festival here in the county that we set up with the reenactors at. I don't know if Mark's going to set up at that one with me or not. I mean, it's within 45 minutes of his house. So, you definitely save money on getting a hotel room or something. Because of his back injury years ago, he can't do the camping thing anymore. It just completely and totally kills him. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It's been in the 40s here the last 3 days. Hey, Kathy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Sarah, you beautiful thing. Cold in Virginia, too. Um, I have something to tell you. There is a great coffee place here in Alabama where I live that serve different types of coffee year round because they change it depending on the season. Also, bye. Sands, you take care of yourself, get some rest, and we'll catch you on the repeat, bud. We're always here. That's the thing. I'm at work. Also, the name of the coffee place is the Coffee Bean. We have a place here in town that was just opened here a couple of years ago called the Savage Bean, and the girl that runs it is awesome. They have some. Oh my God, that place will light you up. It's God, their coffee's amazing. I went to a coffee shop now called the Roasted Bean. Oh, that's cool. That was meant to be for you, Sarah. Been another one of those weeks, y'all. It's just been weird, weird. I got my days confused. Not yesterday, but last Sunday, and I didn't even find out about it until Tuesday. Uh, I'll normally make 80 dough balls for pizza crust, and we'll normally have maybe 10 or 15 left to make appetizers with the next morning. For some reason, I made 120 dough balls last Sunday. Lost track of the days, whatever the case may be. And the running joke was, well, hey, maybe a higher power was channeling you or something like that, but doubtful. We're probably going to have a buttload of dough balls left over. And lo and behold, they sold out of those 120 before they even closed Sunday night. So maybe a higher power was channeling through me. Who knows? Yesterday, I made the normal 80. and they still had 10, maybe 8, 9 left over at the close of business. So I um, it's a lot of pizza. Sarah, we go through on average, um, on average, we go through. They normally, well, on a Friday and Saturday night, they will sell 120 pizzas with from 3 till 8. So in that 5 hour period, they normally sell out of the 120. Starting last Wednesday, we started opening for lunch on Wednesdays on a trial basis, and so I was making 120 dough balls for Wednesday, and they got smashed. They actually had to run more dough at like 6 o'clock Wednesday night to get through the rest of the night. And our chef hates same day dough balls. You should give them a chance for the yeast to activate, for them to rise that 21 hours or so. He hates doing it, but we had customers coming in. And then the other night, right at 8 o'clock, when they were shutting everything down, a wedding party of 115 came in. They opened the whole place back up again and knocked them out. Knocked them out. So, blah, blah, blah. A lot of pizza. Good morning, Santee. You ornery cuss. Hey, are you still off on Mondays, Santee? It has been a long time since we have just chatted with each other, and I know you used to be off on Mondays, but I don't know if you're still off on Mondays or not. So, I mean, it's getting cooler a little bit. I don't know if it is in Arizona, but it's getting cooler here. So I didn't know if maybe your big tourist numbers are starting to dwindle off a little bit or what. So I was starting to say, if you're still off on Mondays, I was going to get a hold of you and just kind of, chat a little bit and catch up. But if you're anything like me, only having one day off a week, you're probably doing your best to catch up on as much video work as you can so you don't fall behind. Good morning, Chris. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. Hope you're doing good. Did you ever figure out your sideways camera thing? Nope. Yeah, I set up this stream and had the angle set right and everything. Started it and it went bloop, and I was sideways again. So now I'm running this way. I guess I'm just gonna have to do it like this until I figure something else out. That's like I was explaining earlier, and again I apologize for having to do this, but I got a new laptop. Jared King from Jared King TV sent me his old laptop, and it doesn't have the right plug on the laptop to go into my TV so I can actually read things. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. I'm right here. I can see things. So, good morning, Derek. Good to see you. My God, Chris, was in the hospital for an infection in my leg for over 6 weeks. Been out since last Tuesday. Jeez, criminy. That's terrible, man. I am so sorry. Wow. I wish I knew you was in the hospital, though. I would have sent you some flowers, box of chocolate. Well, maybe some flowers. I can't afford chocolate. I mean, I don't know whose eyes I'm trying to pull the wool over, but I'm too poor to afford chocolate. But I would have sent you flowers and a card. Okay. There's not many flowers blooming out and around anymore, so maybe just a card, but still. Oh, but yeah, I've been keeping busy, and evidently you ain't priced for. That's what I said. The only chance I got of getting anybody flowers is picking them out of somebody's yard, and there's not many flowers out and around now. So yeah, it'd probably just be a card. I mean, let's be honest about it. Um, yeah, that's the one nice thing about it, Sarah, is thinking about somebody is always free. So, you know, at least I would have communicated with him so he didn't have to spend so much time just laying in a bed listening to tink, 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 drip, drip, drip. You know, I got to do prep for colonoscopy this evening. A colonoscopy, something I've never had. Um, you know, I can make jokes about colonoscopies and prostate exams and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I didn't realize, when my doctor, you know, when I hit 50 years old, my doctor, he mentioned doing a prostate exam, and I'm like, nope, I'll die. Don't worry about it. I said, nobody, no one's going up there where they don't belong. And, he looked at me, he goes, oh, we don't do that no more. We do it by blood test. So every time somebody mentions the horrors of a prostate exam, I just sit back and giggle because I didn't have to deal with the horrors of it. They were taking my blood anyway. I mean, why not test for one more thing? I'm working on some stuff. Very cool. I like your stuff, Derek. When you work on stuff, I've sat and seen many of your pictures and your shorts and stuff of these different pieces of architecture and stuff on your way home or whatever, and it's been really cool. I have them every 5 years. I'm glad I'm fine now. Just glad to be home. I bet you are. I bet you are. God, a colonoscopy. My God, I don't even want to think about colonoscopies and stuff like that. I'm taking as good a chance with my health as I possibly can. I actually kind of cheated last night though. I made some dough when I got home from work yesterday, and made a huge batch of focaccia bread. Um, cooked some Italian sausage and put it on there. Put some fire roasted tomatoes, mushrooms, um, God, black olives, a little bit of mozzarella cheese, a balsamic glaze that I made, and my son, the baker, tore it up last night. And I give the wife a chunk of bread. And with a big bowl of pasta and stuff that I made that had sausage and black olives and mushrooms and stuff in it. And she cleaned her plate. I think she licked her plate. So less food wasted. Um, isn't anything of concern, just age. Well, that's good. That's definitely good. I got this fear of things going up my butt. Uh, um, 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 yeah. Oh, a Thank you, Drew. That means a lot. I try my hardest. You do a good job, bud. You do a good job. Don't worry, soon that colonoscopy will be uh, all behind you. uh, a bit. Night race sanity. It ain't my first rodeo. Yeah, but guaranteed after it's for the first couple days after it's been done, you're not going to be mounting those steers. That's for sure. And don't got to worry about seeing your ass bouncing in a saddle either. I don't know if y'all ever watch Family Guy, but when um, when Peter had his prostate exam, he went to court and filed charges against the doctor for um, assault. All you all you see is him sitting in a shower naked, curled up in a corner, just shaking and crying because the doctor abused him. And he made it sound so horrific that everybody sided with him and said the doctor was wrong. Which now, I mean, like I said, the doctor would be wrong since they can test that stuff with a blood test now. They don't got to, strap on the elbow high rubber gloves and go crawling up into your nether regions. You know, getting your prostate tested is important, but just remember that's all they need. When they go elbow deep, it's for fun. It's not for medical knowledge. It is just strictly for fun. That's your public service announcement for today. Um, can you bring pizza dough home from work? That'd be nice if they let you. If we have a lot of extra and we're gonna have to throw some out, then yeah, they'll let me bring some home. But for the most part, I just take my recipe that I use there and come home and cut it up into about 1/10 of what I would do there, and Thank you, DJ. I'm working on a big documentary for next year on my local dead veterans and my local cemeteries called Canada at War, A Soldier's Stories. That's very cool. Don't have any issues after the last one. The first one, different story. They used VHS recorder and no sedation. A VHS recorder. Let's talk about that for a second. Did they at least lube up the recorder, or did they just put it in dry? I mean, that's how in the wow. I mean, wow. I just hate it when they pull it out while you're still awake. Oh, wait, that isn't normal. No, that's not the way it's supposed to be done. You might want to look into a new doctor yourself there, Santee. Yeah, no. Nope. Nope. My first one, I started waking up during the procedure, but they put me right out again. Good morning, Ty. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Can't answer that. Hasn't happened since. Been up so long this morning. This is the last of the coffee. It's only 8:30. Coffee pot's empty. Yeah, I know. Day off. What the hell did I get up early for? I woke up because, the next day that I work is I go in a little bit later because I'm only there for a couple hours. But Wednesday, once again, I have to get up at 1 to, get my coffee time in, do a little bit of work in here before I have to get dressed and cleaned up and leave for work. For some reason, I woke up at 1:30 this morning, and I'm like, to hell no. And I laid back down and wound up waking up at not quite 4:30, and came in here and made my coffee, and here it is 4 hours later, and I'm out of coffee. My experience with it on pot number 2 here. Been sicker than a dog the last few days. I actually just done a video yesterday. No, day before yesterday, maybe. Started early in the morning before work, finished it in the evening time before the wife got home. And I wasn't feeling the best. But these 40-degree mornings, the very first morning when it was 45 degrees, it was raining while I was going to work. So, the one nice thing about working for a brewery that's in an old fire station is they still have the big overhead doors in the brewery section, and it has to stay humid in the brewing room, which aluminum and glass doors tend to attract and hold some of that heat. So if it's like, you know, really cold, I can cozy up against those doors, and it's about 10 degrees warmer than the air around me. So I just kind of keep rotisserating myself on those doors so I can soak in all that heat. Um, been up since 2. I was awake for an hour before that trying to go back to sleep. I'm 45. My doctor says I have 5 more years before I go for a camera up my butt checkup. I said they better put me out or I'll put their lights out. Yeah, it's that time of the year, bud, where you have to be real careful, Ty, with the temperature, exposure, um, getting wet and cold, or it just being cold, and us thinking, well, I'm gonna just wear this t-shirt or this lighter long sleeve shirt outside. I'm not gonna worry about a hat. I'm not gonna worry about a coat. Um, even, and I hate to say it, but even some light gloves or something like that when it's really cold, um, it'll get you. It'll get you. Our body is still in summer mode. We're starting to get into fall a little bit, and it'll bugger you up, man. It'll put you down. I'm sorry that you've been sick though. You guys know I was sick a few weeks ago, and I mean it kicked my butt for 4 days. It kicked my butt. There was a few days I thought I was going to die, and there was one or two in there where I just wish I would, just to get the pain and the suffering over with. The flu is going around now, and sadly enough, so is that big C thing that hit us here a few years back. There's a new strain of it going around this year, and they're not even taking the precautions that they did before. They're not even giving people the medical leave and stuff on a lot of jobs. They're just saying put on a face mask and come to work. More power to you. I'm in that high percentile. I find out anybody has it, I'm avoiding you like like a bubonic plague affected rat. Mrs. has been sick the last 2 days. Oh, that poor thing. I feel like I'm starting to get bronchitis. It's a possibility. Breathing that cool air in, especially when you go from the 80s or the high 70s the night before, then you go in your nice comfortable house where you have regulated the temperature to your comfort level, and then you go outside and it's 40 degrees. It's like the first thing it does is that cold air gets down in your lungs and starts um, contracting the 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 cells and stuff in your lungs, makes it harder to breathe. Um, Not to mention the contraction and everything on your bronchial tubes and everything. Yeah, you'll. It is definitely the time of the year for the flu and bronchitis and everything else to start hitting us. So, um, colds and flu viruses, nothing to do with temperature. Um, Keeping my fingers crossed I don't pick something up at work from the kids. Well, those little snot nosed boogers are going to carry everything around. It's been getting colder, and I can't start my fireplace till I get somebody to chimney sweep. I was getting ate up by mosquitoes before I started feeling sick, but I'm blaming the weather. Um, they make those creosote, um, those logs that you can put in your fireplace, and it eats away the creosote deposits and stuff in your chimney and your flue and everything. So, a fireplace or a chimney sweep, I don't know. I've never had to price one before. So, I always use those logs, um, but I never lived in a place for many years that had a fireplace in it. So, I I don't know. If I find out anyone in my personal life has COVID, I'm avoiding them like my ex. Yep. First two lunches, kids are great, friendly, courteous, but the third lunch is the freshmen, and they're the most obnoxious group of kids. Freshmen think that they know shit. Yeah, they haven't experienced anything yet. That's the funny thing about the little boogers is they think they're tough poopy caca until they meet the wrong junior or senior. Then they're getting the poopy caca stomped out of them. The bottom is clean, but up top it's black as night. I have a buddy that will do it, but not till end of the month. They act like they're still in grade school. Last week there was a food fight. Get the chimney. Yeah, you don't want Tyler's skinny butt up on a roof, especially in any type of wind. Um, I don't know if you've ever really seen a picture of Ty or not, Tony, but he's about that big around and you know tall like a closet rod. Um, and I think he would probably blow off the roof like a paper wad. Um, I think my leg weighs as much as Tyler does. So yeah, I don't know. See, Jan knows he'll blow right off the roof. Low wind drag. See, I'm only 120 pounds. I'm a foot shorter than he is and outweigh him by 80 pounds. Tie yourself on shit. Do I gotta explain everything? Yeah. Yeah. You wanna put on some kind of a harness or something, and well, I don't know what happened there. All of a sudden, the phone shut down and it went just straight to YouTube. That was kind of boogered up. That was weird. I mean, literally, because the whole damn thing just kind of went. I mean, I got a picture of me sitting here, and just all of a sudden it started white in the center and went rink, and YouTube turned on and the camera turned off. Um, I'm at 140, 146, 120, 140. I'm bigger than both y'all. I don't believe that. And besides that, the way I always looked at it, it don't matter what a woman's weight is. That's why you never ask a woman what her weight is, because though little teeny tiny scrawny ass women are pretty, God put thicker women on this planet for real men, not little boys. Little skinny scrawny girls still belong in school. women with a little meat on their bones. Any room in your house can become one of those fun wrestling rings. That's the way I look at it. That is one thing I did not do as a kid was shimmy down a chimney. I have climbed my roof with a bed sheet tied around me and jumped. Definitely, Tony. I got to agree with you there. She said 160 a while back, but I certainly can't see it at all. I had to read that twice. I thought you said I hadn't seen it all. You know, I'm working with one eye here, so give me a break. If it makes you feel any better, Tony, not very many men have. Asking for next. That is not at all what I meant. My local strip club might bring back dwarf tossing. Wow. Hey, good morning, David. Hope you're doing good this morning, man. Man, you and Danny have been putting out some incredible music lately. Um, One of these days, I need to get a hold of you and chat about maybe a new theme song for the channel or something like that. The one that we were using for a while was made a few years ago by one of the members of the channel, and I like doing music that's made by members of the channel and highlighting their qualities and abilities. And dude, I'm loving the music here lately. Every time I see a brand new one pop up on the platform, I'm watching it. Well, that sounded like somebody don't know how to drive the trash truck. There was a grinded gear there. Maybe if you wouldn't punch the accelerator to the floor when you take off in first gear, it wouldn't go. It's what you get for hiring idiots, I guess. And you're welcome, David. You're welcome. Hell, they don't get automatic trannies. Not around here, bud. Not around here. How can they have girls? I'm only guessing behind the heart it says drive the damn things. No. How can they have girls run the damn things? Well, that's easy. We have no female trash truck drivers around here. Our trash truck drivers, way back, when I was like 21, 22 years old, I helped our local trash man down in Indiana, in the little teeny town that I lived in. I helped him go around on Mondays and pick up trash, and I rode on the back of the truck, except in the winter time, and I rode up front with him. But they don't even do that now. There is no throwing trash in the back of the truck. It's all don't slam it back down, bust the wheels off your trash can. So city contracts, you're not allowed to have anything outside the trash can to be picked up, so they do it all with the claw. No, she ain't got enough ass to push clutch. Are you insinuating girls can't drive manual transmissions? Drew, the dwarf's name is Bradley Tripod. He is fine with being tossed. God, so many things can be said about that. Number one, and I got to be real careful how I word this because, yeah, I just got to be careful how I word this. Number one, what kind of strip club are you talking about that they have a dwarf in there called Bradley Tripod? Number two, would he be permanently out of business if he just happened to land wrong and break one of the legs on his tripod? Number three, who would want to toss a dwarf? I mean, I watched Lord of the Rings. I know how Gimli felt about Aragorn tossing him over onto the causeway um, in the battle for Minas Tirith. And dwarves don't like to be tossed. He even made Aragorn swear that he wouldn't mention it to anybody that he let him toss him. I um, and I could keep going on this, but I'm not going to because it's very, very thin ice. On semi-sized trucks, I'm saying the fact JJ, no insulation at all. Hell, I wouldn't want to run one now, but he told Aragorn to do it. Yeah, he did. I used to drive our 1929 American La France fire truck. It was a manual. Oh, I have seen many, many, many uh, women who drive 18 wheelers, and they're tough. There's a lot of male truck drivers that wouldn't go toe to toe with some of the female truck drivers I've met. Um, Regardless of how ornery they get at the truck stop, sitting down eating or whatever, you let one of these women stand up and say something or give them, you know, the look, and it very quickly becomes yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, sorry, ma'am, would you like some coffee? It's scary. 1929 American La France. That's an old fire truck. Well, perhaps you are one in a million. I am here to tell you, Tony, only because I have got to spend so much time with Jan and Jay. Jan really is one in a million. Women would not be able to handle my stick. A, I normally reserve this for Tony. And Tony is the only one I've ever had to say this to. But Derek, you have just entered the ranks. No. Bad Derek. No. No. Oh, Jesus God Almighty. You're welcome, Jan. I'm not saying anything against women. It's just a strength issue and weight. Headed off to work. Have a good day. You too, Jan. Enjoy your time with the little booger eaters, little disease spreading mongrels, and it was good talking to you yesterday, even though it was only for a few minutes. But yeah, you have yourself a good day, and we'll chat here real soon. Good morning, me. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well today. Although no one could strap themselves down with the seatbelts. Have a great day. So, Vitsy, good morning. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning. Oh, that's a Y. Yitsy, I'm sorry. You're dealing with a one eyed host that's completely blind in one eye and about 80% blind in the other. So, um, sorry that Y looked like a V from this distance. Be right back. Need to go lift 1,000 pounds. Well, when you push your torso down through your butthole doing that, um, let us know how it goes. I can't even say it with a straight face. Be careful. Be careful and hurry back. Steven, good morning, bud. Hope you're doing good. Everyone, September 4th was my birthday. Now I'm 32 years old. Well, happy related birthday, man. I had no clue. I never got a notification. I ain't seen you in God since forever. So, you know, I would have at least given you a happy birthday shout out or something. I don't know. Sat here, made you a cupcake with a candle in it, blew it out, and ate your cupcake in front of you. Something. I mean, I, Lord, I'm nearly twice. I'm nearly twice that. It's all right, Tony. 32, 64, be double it. I'm only 10 years away from 9 years away from being twice that. So, uh, am 31. No years and about 10 months. Wow. You know, and the really sad thing is that you don't act like it, Tony. You don't act like you're, you know, 10 months away from double his age. Uh, most most guys when they hit, you know, the mid 60s, they start becoming bungholes. That's a good word, bungholes. But you, on the other hand, are just as ornery as you know me, and it's really kind of shocking at times um, to know that you're almost a decade older than I am. I got a white cowboy hat for my birthday. Very cool. Very cool. I picked up a brand new one here not too awful long ago. Um, when I go down to Tennessee here in a couple months, that's probably going to be the one that I take down there with me. It's a lot like my old rodeo hat. You know, the hardened light fiberglass, uh, so it flexes, but yet it's easy to put back into shape with a little bit of work. Um, well, part of that is doing the dad gig for grandkids on occasion. And I can see that. You know, the stepson wanted to bring our granddaughter over night before last, and with the wife having to get up at 6 to go to work, and me having to get up at 3, we told him there was just no way we could keep her overnight. Um, even late when like last year when I was going in, you know, at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, um, it was at least easy to keep her um, a little bit later in the evening time. But now, with both of us getting up so early, there's just no way we can keep her. And even keeping her overnight anymore is almost impossible because, you know, I'm off on Mondays and the wife's off on Tuesdays. So where I'm staying up a little later on a Sunday night to watch TV, the wife's still going to bed reasonably at a reasonable time. And then on Monday nights, I'm going to bed at a reasonable time, and the wife is staying up later, but she has her card night with the girls and stuff. So yeah, having a little bit running around here is damn near impossible at times. Um, After me and my family finds a place to live in PA or Maryland, I'll be doing live streams. Are you guys still in that motel? That has got to get expensive after a while. You need to your family just needs to come to Michigan, Stephen. There's all kinds of places for rent around here. My stepson and his fiance just just last week finally got a settlement on the fire from their trailer last year, and within 2 days they had bought a trailer. Um, all they have to all they have to worry about doing now is paying lot rent every month, and lot rent in the place where the trailer's at is only $500 a month. But they paid less than $10,000 for the trailer, and he has spent the last week um, completely gutting this place and remodeling it to what they well, yeah, Tony, but you figure only $500 a month. It's a large, very nice modular community, and they don't have to worry about a mortgage or anything. They straight out bought the place. So you figure, and two, I think it's water and sewage are in the lot rent. So all they have to worry about paying is electric and gas, which I don't know if anything in the trailer is gas or not. I think he's converting everything to electric. Um, but yeah, I mean around here, $500 for lot rent in a large, nice community is cheap. I've heard of people paying 850, $900 a month for lot rent in some places. So back when I had two for nearly a year, when I have the two for nearly a year, it was great for the most part. I have a lot more patience than I did with my own kids. This year's Alan Jackson's farewell tour. I don't know when his tour starts. When I lived in Texas years and years and years ago, Alan was in his heyday, 20, 24 years ago. And I think it was 24 years ago is when I came back here. Um, no, 23 years ago is when I came back here. 24 years ago, I seen Alan and his wife in that big white super dually of his. I had to, when I was driving the cab down in the Houston, Humble, Texas area, I had to pick somebody up at the Houston airport and took them right into Alan's neighborhood. And the guy pointed out, Alan's house. And I seen the big white super dually um, parked in his drive. And it wasn't a week later, I seen him and his wife pulling off the road out of the neighborhood and turning onto the highway heading towards Humble, Texas. And same dude you see on stage, man. Back then, blue denim shirt with a white cowboy hat on and kicking back driving that great big monster super dually. It was it's pretty cool. I wish I would have had, my phone handy where I could have taken a picture of him, but I didn't. Um, when I looked at it was 4 years ago, it was $100. Brooklyn, good morning. Long time no see, love. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, like I said, guys, I've been trying to keep busy. Oh, elbow itches. Crap. Ah, ah, ah. I just realized the wife left for work, didn't say goodbye. Going for eye surgery tomorrow. I wish I was there with you, but I don't envy you. The thought of somebody probing around in my eyes. Um, I mean, granted, if I could have eye surgery, even if it didn't work, um, it would be a great thing. Um, I would love to be able to see clear again. Just The headaches are so bad with the cataracts completely destroying my right eye and affecting my left like they have. I mean, they've cut away 70 or 80% of my vision in my left eye, but 100. I mean, there is nothing here anymore but a haze in the right eye. So to be able to get in and have somebody work, um, uh, I don't know. It scares me. It would be a good thing, but it terrifies me. So my mom just recently went through uh, eye surgery, and she has to go in like every month and get the eye moisturized, I guess. But the doctor told her, you know, it's a 50-50 thing. You know, it can either clear up your eye or it can completely blind you. And I'm like, oh, I'm already completely blind. All I see is a white haze, and when I get out into sunlight, I get migraines like crazy. I'm always wearing dark glasses or wearing an eye patch or something outside to keep as much of that light out as possible. So yeah, especially like walking to work at 4:30 or 3:30 in the morning. Somebody comes over the hill with their headlights on, and it damn near kills me. So yeah, I envy you, but at the same time, I don't envy you. But good luck with it. Definitely good luck. I hope and pray that it works for you. Like I said, I'm here to tell you I understand. Um, I understand the need to get it taken care of and keep them peepers working. Hope that goes well. I had 2 needles put in my eye. Ow! Ow! No, I don't. Nope. That just did it for me. Nope. Ain't happening. You purposely sit back and let somebody do it? Hell no. No. Not happening. You got, honey, I just got a whole new respect for you. I got a whole new respect for the Brooklyn girl because you must have balls of solid titanium that you have to, because there is no way. I am a great big vajayjay when it comes to anything around my eyes. So more power to you. It ain't happening to me. They come at my eye with a needle, I'm going to come at them with a size 10 and a half in their willy danglies. They numb it, don't feel it. I have had to have my eyes polished to get hot steel flake out. It sucks. I have that problem too with the sun. Wearing a hat works. I was actually sitting outside on the deck with the wife last night, and Mark and his wife, since they left on their trip overnight, and the sun was hitting the glass top on the table out on the deck, and I had to put on my sunglasses and move my water bottle over into the glare because it was starting to give me a real bad headache, and I just wanted to come in the house. Um, no, no, man, I can't believe there's like 2 swigs of coffee left there. I'm not gonna make another pot. So I guess today we should have called this half a morning chat with coffee. Um, the Halloween season is coming in close, guys. I'm in the process of working on a video now. It'll actually premiere on the 22nd of September. Um, but I guess we'll consider that the Iron Gate, um, that you have to, enter to get into Halloween Town. We will, of course, be doing our 31 days of Halloween like we do every year. Um, but the video subject, I'm gonna I'm gonna blame it on I'm gonna blame it on Pawn Stars. Um, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna tell you guys. I'm just gonna let you wait and see. I watch Pawn Stars a lot of times in the morning when they premiere new episodes, and it I was watching one this morning, and something came up that someone brought into the pawn shop, and it's like, I wonder. So yeah, it gets very interesting. Everybody all of a sudden got quiet. There we go. We're working on a Halloween special now with all original music. I love doing the Halloween stuff. I mean, we get into the mystery anyway, we get into the parahistorical, but I mean, Halloween is our month, and to be able to delve more into folklore and myths and legends and stuff like that, I really enjoy. So I'm actually looking very forward to that. You and Danny do, like I said, you do amazing work. So to see, a Halloween special with all original stuff, I'll keep my eyes open for that. I don't want to think of Halloween yet. Dude, I'm telling you what, I was actually considering staying at home this year and handing out candy, because the wife's aunt gave us a lot of little decorations and stuff, strobe lights, fog machines, things they couldn't use in their new apartment. And I was like, man, I'm going to really decorate the yard up again this year. I'm going to dress up and just sit outside and hand out candy to kids until we went to the dollar store, Dollar General, Family Dollar. I couldn't believe the price of candy this year. I mean, I understand fresh vegetables have gone up, meat has gone up. Why in the hell did candy double in price this year? Do we have a cocoa bean shortage now? Although it is time to get out my $2,600 costume. Oh, yeah, everyone. Masha, good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. We did one special 2 years ago, didn't do one last year due to personal reasons. So this one's going to be big. Very cool. I can't wait. We buy it after Halloween, way cheaper. So that's what we do. We'll go out and we'll get like our favorite candies and stuff that we can get. Um, I've told you guys in the past about my mom and Easter. She always goes out and buys. She goes to the place there in town that has the biggest supply of those marshmallow chocolate eggs that come in like the little egg carton and stuff. And she, when they're 50% off, 75% off, she buys them, puts them in the freezer, and then whenever throughout the year that she gets a hankering for one, she just pulls one out and eats it. So we got to that point where if we had the money after Easter, we pick them up and 50, 75% off, and we send them to her. And we do the same thing with Halloween candy. We'll pick that stuff up 50, 75% off if there's any left by that point. So, I mean, a lot of people aren't as smart as us. As soon as it hits 25% off, they go in there and buy it all up. 25% off of a $12 bag of candy is still too damn much for a bag of candy. So, um, now that 2600, the bulk of it was two vaqueros and the leather. Yeah, yeah. The actual clothing cost about $1,000. Hmm. I'm gonna I'm gonna do my own costume again this year. Let me see here. 923. Let me run to the outhouse real quick and talk to a man about a horse that has to pee really bad. And I'll be right back. You guys talk real nice amongst yourselves. Just give me a minute. Oh, let's see here. Buying authentic Western wear is stupidly expensive. Buying any kind of reenactment clothes is stupidly expensive. I would like to have more of a complete Western outfit though. Um, I just can't afford the side steel. Um, I mean, I'd love to have me a set of pistols. That's for sure. I'd be happy with one, but just can't do it. I've got when Justin was in here earlier and chatting, I mentioned the Mooresville Civil War reenactment, Captain Bob's Place. You guys have seen videos from there before. They're the ones that have the horse ranch over closer to Lake Michigan, with the entire town built um, in one of the older pastures. A fully operational church, grist mill, a couple of cabins, a big shelter for parties or weddings or whatever, the blacksmith shop. Um, they built all of it. Covered bridge going over the lake, going over the pond. Um, definitely, definitely a nice place to visit. And they rent the place out for weddings or whatever the case may be. So, um, but I go out there just in civilian clothes, or wagon master is normally what I'll portray when I go out. Um, now, I have in the past dressed very pretty and done like church service on Sunday morning and stuff like that. But then the weekend after that one, that's the first weekend of October. The second weekend of October is our fall festival here. And we go out to the Bodine House out here, not very far from town. It's a Civil War era Victorian home. And we do try to do a large Civil War Union encampment out there. So, but I normally will. I'll actually don my officer's jacket and everything for that one. But you're still talking about a $300 wool jacket and stuff's expensive. Um, yeah, well, you can cheat it with the vest you have on, plain muslin shirt and 501s. You can, you can, but yeah, every once in a great blue moon, you run into those authentic Nazis, you know, button counters, thread counters, whatever you want to call them, and then you got to listen to them. Nowadays, we just call them Karens, Karens and Kens, but you gotta sit and listen to them and see all the finger pointing and think ever so quietly to yourself, you keep pointing that finger at me, and I'm going to show you which finger I got for you. Yeah, 501s are not cheap. My duster was the costliest bit of clothing. I have got my brown oilskin uh, duster still. And the one nice thing about, dropping so much weight, it actually snaps shut now comfortably. And I can ride in it or walk in it or sit in it and not have any kind of a problem. But I don't, I think I paid $100. Well, I take that back. I actually traded for the duster, but it was worth like $120 when I got it. So I'm not going to complain. 501s are actually legit from that time period. Yeah, the button flies. Um, they were the first ones, besides the front flaps. But they did away with those early 19th century, uh, and then the button flies came in. I think I bought mine from Sully's or Scully's. Um, don't recall. Yeah, I like my oilskin. It's actually an Outback. Um, very, very nice. It's got the leg straps, the thigh straps in the middle of the coat. for riding, so your coat completely covers your legs. Um, and then it's got the pit straps that come down off the shawl and go under the arms to hold it in place so it don't blow up in the wind and stuff like that. Tyler actually picked up a nice white oiled canvas from me here a couple years ago. I had two of them and very seldom ever wore the white one, and he was building up his clothes at the time. So mine is meant for, yeah, that's how mine is. Mine is meant for horseback as well. Even though a lot of guys wear them on their motorcycles or whatever the case may be. But either way, those thigh straps help to keep your legs covered. So if it is raining or inclement weather, your jeans aren't getting soaked. And but yeah, when it comes to a Western outfit, I've got I've got everything I need except the uh, the pistols and the holster. I got my Wanamaker jeans that are, of course, are button fly. I've got good bracers that I wear with it. I've got a countless supply of shirts. I've got my period proper hats. I've got my duster. The only thing I'm missing is the side irons. Yeah, mine are right above the knee. That's still part of the thigh, but mine are right above the knee, maybe 3 inches, 4 inches. Um, I have two pairs of guns and holsters, a Buscadero, regular rigs with the Vaqueros, and a Pine 1875 outlaw clones. Cowboys didn't really wear jeans until the 1870s, but the miners had denim overalls in the 1840s. Very true. Very true. And that's the reason that I like the Wanamakers so much. Is they're not really a jean. I mean, they're a cotton. They're very soft. Not a lot of room in there. I mean, they're like a cheap hotel. No ballroom, but they're comfortable to wear. I wear them. When I wear my when I am doing a wedding or a church service or something like that. Um, I wear the Wanamakers with with my black long coat, my gambler's coat. Um, very comfortable pants. It was originally an Italian fabric. That I did not know. I didn't see much in jeans before 1890. Didn't look too closely, however. Oh, now I got the hiccups. Son of a. Well, that stuff was strong before. You drink it cold. Oh my God. Oh, well, that'll slap you around and call you dirty names. Canvas pants I bought weren't much more than a pair of Levi's 501s, 50% more. Yeah, exactly. That's the way with those Wanamakers. I picked those up, if you guys remember right. I picked those up like 4 years ago in Kalamazoo, Michigan at the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show. And they had carried them for a few years and just wanted to get rid of them, so they marked them down to $35. And I picked those puppies up straight away. And then this past year, I picked up a pair of brown canvas Wanamakers, and they are, yeah. That's how I discovered that the Wanamakers were like a cheap hotel, because they're both my size, but neither one of them have got any extra room to spare. So yeah, and these were the same way. These were misproduced. There was an extra stitch in there or something, and they wound up having stacks of these pants in all of the original colors, the blacks, the tans, the browns, for $25 a piece. So I do like going back there to pick up my britches, that's for sure. The Italian Navy wore jeans and blue jeans comes from the French phrase bleu de Jean, which means the blue of Genoa. Very interesting. I did not know that. I think the store I shopped at was Sully's Western Wear. They were basically just wool pants, kind of like Dickies. Bleu de Jean. Hmm. See, even I can learn a little bit of something, something on here. I had no clue. I've never looked into the history of jeans. Maybe I should. I'm really hoping, since the Living History Trade Show's coming up here in like, what, 6 months, um, with me working as much as I do, um, I'm hoping to take advantage of some of the gun deals that they have at the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show this coming March. Um, I was seeing complete guns for the $200 or $300 range. I was seeing all of the gun parts. I ran across one guy that had barrels and stocks in wooden barrels, $10 a piece. Build your own gun, create your own special little thing. Um, I'm just, you know, things keep going well. We're gonna check and see about building a couple long guns. The real issue with the pants is the fly and the suspender contact. Cowboys rarely wash them rolled up the cuffs instead of cutting them. Great viz. David does do great work. I love listening to all the new stuff that him and Danny come up with. I have toyed with the idea of building another flinter, but I would want to do. That damn heart keeps getting in the way, and I've looked and can't get rid of it. 26 to 30 caliber. That'd be cool. You too, Masha. Have a good day. We got, about 18 minutes left, so you ain't gonna miss much. I'm slowly but surely running out of stuff to talk about. Um, but you have a good day too, honey, and we'll catch you later. Yeah, I know there's a way to get rid of it, but I ain't found it yet. I don't know how, but I saw someone do it once. I'm good. Going live at 11. Well, if I can get to a stopping point on the video that I'm currently working on, um, I will definitely pop in, Masha, and say hi to you and your viewers. Um, we'll be doing more cemetery videos soon. We just wanted to get a few of our songs out. Yeah, hopefully when Mark and his wife get back from this wedding trip out to Colorado, we'll get a few more in now that the evenings are cooler and we can get back out. Um, we're already talking about doing some really nice, very eerie locations. A few of them we visited before, a couple of them I visited without Mark, and we wish Mark was there. That's for sure. So, you know, we got that coming up this fall too. At least that's in the plans. Um, I have a 32 caliber, but it was too much for squirrel. Yes, I love the great content. Um, I was not. It was not accurate enough with the 32 to do headshots. Yeah, I think you're probably better off with a 26. Um, I used to go squirrel hunting with a 22 and modern rifles, 22 bolt action single shot, and yeah, you could right in one eye and out the other. You never went hungry, that's for sure. Um, yeah, definitely the consistency of a higher, which really gets me because they consider a 32 caliber a squirrel gun, and it just gets me that you have so many guys that do black powder that go out with a 32 caliber and manage to put squirrel in the freezer every year. It just gets me how they do it. Can only hunt squirrel with a 22 the past 15 or 20 years. That's why I bought a 32. My my stepson is actually looking for me a Kentucky or a Pennsylvania long rifle right now, and that'll probably be my reenacting gun. Um, what can I say? The kids consider it. That's for sure. But with the 32, if it was a shoulder shot, was only half usable, it would destroy the front half. You too, Brooklyn. Take care of yourself, honey, and stay safe. Uh, if I don't get a chance to talk to you beforehand, good luck with the eye surgery. I hope and pray that you're able to see much clearer afterwards. Um, Going blind, losing your eyesight, one of your major senses is always scary. So if you can do something to fix that, by all means, go for it. I was joking and playing earlier. Regardless of the odds, if somebody came to me and offered to try to fix my eyes, if even if I had a 20% chance of roaring success, to be able to see clear again, I'd jump on it. I would jump on it. The thought of going completely blind and not being able to watch my granddaughter grow up, or to look at my wife, or to see my own kids again, terrifies the hell out of me. So, all the successes in the world, my love, and I hope everything works out well for you. I might do a little filming on the 5th of October. We have our last um, Rock the Block uh, beach bash here in town, and it is out at our fairgrounds, Cass County Fairgrounds, and it's the big Halloween one they do every year with the bands and the costume contest and stuff like that. In case you guys don't remember, the son and I both won in our categories last year with our costumes. Of course, I done his and then done my own, and we both won scariest uh, category in our age brackets. So I'm going to try to outdo last year again this year, and see if we can take it again. But I might do some filming out at that one as well. I mean, I know it's not history, but it still fits into the whole Halloween thing. Really, that 32 was overly heavy, so a smaller bore might be intolerable. Could be, could be. You're welcome, Brooke. You're welcome. Now, if I can just do that recording on the 5th of October and not get 975 copyright strikes from the music the band's playing and the music in the background while I'm filming something else, or not copyright strikes, but copyright claims. Um, yeah, that always seems to be a bad thing when I film one of our beach bashes or something like that, is even though the bands are playing their own versions of music and they're changing the music and stuff like that, um, people still like to whine. So there's always a copyright claim in there somewhere, or a half a dozen of them. So, yeah, what do? Just keep striving forward. Good morning, Terry. Hope you're doing well this morning, love. Don't forget, early watch should be going about an hour after this ends, or so I'm told. Well, we will just see if I can, once again, like I told Masha, if I'm at a stopping point with that video, I try to take as much advantage early in the day to get these videos done, because then I have to undergo the husbandly responsibilities of taking care of the house on my day off. So tomorrow, when the wife is off and I'm at work, all she's got to do is, do laundry, and doesn't seem very fair. I do the dishes, clean the house, clean up after the cats, clean up after the teenager, clean up after the wife, take all the trash out, and she does laundry. What doesn't seem right about that? Oh well. Man, we're down to like 5.5 minutes. Where the hell does the time go? Yeah, and a marriage fair seems to be a sliding scale at times. Amen to that, brother. And boy, does that scale like to slide from one extreme to the next. Now, I'm being facetious. I'm just joking around. She does a lot more. She's the one that mops the kitchen floor. I mean, I sweep it every day. She mops it. Does dishes, cooks dinner, does laundry. Um, Not to mention on her day off, when the stepson's over here working on the deck, she's out there helping him. Was the cutest thing watching her use a circular saw the first time, though. I didn't specify which way the scale slides. No, I did, from one extreme to the next. She knows it. I've told her that before. Won't shock her to hear it when she watches this later. So, that's okay, though. Now, if we could just get the kids to put down devices long enough to pull a little bit more responsibility, that'd be kind of cool. That way, me and mom could take a little time off. But no, well, oh, that was wonderful. Mm. Oh, it's going to be a bright day. Y'all can see. bloody damn thing. That was kind of the topic of last Monday's show. I don't know how I missed it last Monday. I didn't even get a notification for it. Never seen it pop up, but I seen this week's pop up, I think yesterday. So there's no figuring out the notification thing anymore. It got messed up during the pandemic. It's still messed up today. I don't know. Well, ripping out an Xbox and smashing it to bits as punishment. Yeah, that's not even conceivable around here. Depends on the offense. I can agree. I can agree. I mean, granted, I didn't have Xboxes and stuff when I was a teenager, but I had a lot of stuff disappear for months at a time if I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So, yeah, exactly. If you didn't pay for it, it's mine. Um, yeah, that's how I grew up, and I turned out okay. Well, moderately okay. I mean, look what I do. I wouldn't destroy anything like that, but locking it up, oh yeah. And there have been many, many times I have taken away cell phones, laptops, tablets, and hid them. And now, since he don't like to sleep at night because, he has friends in other countries that play games online with him. Um, I always have to, well, I don't always have to. Certain mornings when I do wake up, I have to sneak in his room and kidnap a cell phone that, because he brings in all of his devices into our bedroom at night and puts them in our room so he'll sleep, but then waits till we go to sleep and comes in and takes his phone back. So there's many times I have to go in there at 1 o'clock in the morning or midnight if I wake up or something and demand a device back. So yeah, kids, the grandkids, been told if they don't do something to do stuff with guns, I will take them. Now, in my state, kids have to lock the phones up before going to class. Seem to be okay with it. They haven't started that here yet, but I did hear they were starting that in several school systems where um, I mean, some schools have actually gone to the point of collecting the phones and not giving them back to the kids until after class. And each class does this. It takes their phones, puts them in a drawer, gives them their phones back after class. So some schools have even got to the point where they're collecting the phones when kids walk into the school and then they can pick them up after school. And certain schools have got to the point where they've completely outlawed any device that's not registered to the school. So, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Um, but that's it for today, guys. It is that time. It is time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. So last school shooter, dad had been locked up. That is a concern for me. Um, I actually just found out, I hadn't heard anything about it, but I found out about another incident like that in Georgia here recently. When I was talking to Jan yesterday, she said that her school had been locked down for almost an entire week because of a fear of copycats. Um, I have my opinions on that. We'll get into that another time. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to start working on finishing up this video. Um, there's a lot to talk about on that subject. But I'm out of here. You guys have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. We do. And we'll catch y'all later. You guys all take care. Have a good day.